Hey guys. Alright, so it's a Dex. Hi. So yeah, I'm gonna do like an update video later this week when it's not 4:30 in the morning. But basically the point of this video, which hopefully will be my shortest video yet, is to let you guys know of two new blogs coming out, two new websites that are currently active for you guys to check out. And these are letter writing blogs. It's really for anonymous letter writing, and basically it's like FTM confessions, FTM secrets. It's like or MTF for trans, cisgender, all like the secrets and the confession sites. The difference is that they're written directed at a specific audience. You know what I'm saying? It's really specifically, or unless you want to do it towards yourself, but that works too. So the idea is that I personally like writing letters, and I love writing like dear so and so. That's just my favorite thing to do. So the idea of these two particular blogs is for people to write the letters to their loved ones, from whichever side of the fence they're coming on, to explain or to let something off their chest or to ask a question. It's all done under anonymity. You don't tell. OP doesn't, original poster. OP doesn't say who they are. The target audience is not defined. And it's something where the whole point is to bridge the communication and bridge that gap between trans individuals and their non-trans counterparts, as i.e. their loved ones. I say non-trans because it includes genderqueer, agender, gender fluid, gender neutral, all of that. So the idea really behind these two sites is that you get the chance to, let something off your chest or say what's on your mind in the form of a letter. And it can be the two sites. The first one is, make sure I get the title right. No, I'm sorry. It's the first one's ourtransletters.tumblr.com, and that's for trans individuals to go on and post letters, like dear mom, dear dad, dear loved one, dear sibling, dear coworker, what I'm saying, or just dear blank if it's like a general thing, or even dear self. It's a letter for trans only people to post, whether it's whether it's explaining something or there's something that's been bothering you, and the likelihood is this may be something that you want to submit to submit somewhere else, where maybe you don't want that on your blog because, if it's like your dear friend and your friend follows your blog, but something that's really been bothering you and you don't want to go through and make a completely private blog, like one of those situations, but you know that what you have to say is like, one of them is like dear best friend, and it's about someone whose best friend has been there all their life, but now that they're transitioning, they're not really trying to understand the transition, and they still kind of keep reverting back to birth name, birth gender, and it's not like it's an accident, like it's actually it's intentional. So the letter itself is just saying, very very short. It's on there now. Hey, look, I love you, but if this is going to be a problem, if this is going to continue, I don't know how much longer I can have you in my life. And it's just as simple as that. It's a dear best friend. I'm saying? No names are mentioned. So, general submission guidelines, no names should be mentioned, no addresses, no locations, nothing. Like a state's fine, but nothing that's really going to identify the original poster or target audience. And that's really for the safety of both people, or sets of people, or society. Society's different. But, it's really just to give people a place to communicate. And the second one is trans loved ones letters, and this is because after I see so many sites designated for the people who are experiencing the oppression, like the inferior group news of the superior and the inferior, the people going through the trauma, the big struggle, but there's never really anything for the opposite end. And so after a lot of situations that are going on currently, I was like, what about a site, a blog for those who are on the opposite end, who are not transgender, which I say not transgender and not cisgender, because you can be gender fluid, agender, gender queer, gender neutral, anything like that. So, or you don't even know. So, it's really for a loved one to be able to post, their letters to their trans counterparts, whether it's, dear loved one, I love you so much and you're so brave for going through this, or dear loved one, I'm sorry if I've ever offended you. I hope one day we can make things better. Or, dear loved one, I really honestly don't understand what you're going through. Can you help me understand? Something to that effect. Granted, now again, on both of these, the posts aren't supposed to be hateful, so please try to avoid hate speech or you're such a horrible person. Try to avoid that, because it's supposed to be bridging the gap between all the groups of people. So it's really just it's a safe space for people to post whatever they feel like. So please, yeah, check them out. We got our trans letters and trans loved ones letters. both at tumblr.com. I'll put a link in the description below. I think this was my shortest video yet, so working on it. But yeah, guys, please pass this around and let everybody know. My goal is really just to be able to help as many people as possible. Every now and again, I get people who, message me and they're like, you're brave for doing that, for putting your life out there. And I'm like, I remember watching the 5 Things video that inspired the 10 Things video, and one of the things was you become a trans advocate even if you don't want to. So instead of fighting it, I might as well embrace it. And if, I'm going through struggle, I'm pretty sure there are other people going through very, very similar struggles. And the best thing I can do, because I'm not really a let me talk about my problems all the time kind of person, all the time. I mean, YouTube's a little different, but, I'm about trying to find a way to fix it. And if not fix it, then make it more manageable. And this is my attempt to help everyone make something a little more manageable, a little easier, because I know that when I get the chance, I'm going to probably show this to my mom because she still doesn't understand, and everyone's grieving, and I want to give everyone in my family a chance to see from both perspectives really what people are going through. So that's really my intentions for these 2 blogs. So yeah, I'll put the links in the description below, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!